Oregon State Police returning to Portland following fatal shooting. Gov. Brown said the nearly 100 days of protests have stretched the Portland Police Bureau's resources thin. Oregon State Police will return to Portland to assist local officers after a man was fatally shot amid clashes between supporters of President Trump and Black Lives Matter protesters. Gov. Kate Brown announced the decision in a statement Sunday, which is part of a 6-point plan that she said would protect free speech and bring violence and arson to an end in Portland. She said the nearly 100 days of protests have stretched the Portland Police Bureau's resources thin, and that additional local and state personnel, as well as federal resources, will give the Police Bureau the investigative capacity to arrest and charge those individuals who have engaged in violent or destructive acts and endangered public safety. As done previously, Oregon State Police, OSP, will detail personnel and resources to Portland to free up the Portland Police Bureau's investigative capabilities to arrest and charge those engaging in violent acts, the statement said. OSP troopers will continue their standard practice of wearing body cameras to allow for the documentation of their activities. Under the plan, the Multnomah County District Attorney's Office will prosecute serious criminal offenses, including arson and physical violence. Meanwhile, the Sheriff's Office will work with other agencies to hold people booked for violent behavior and ensure that there is adequate jail space to hold such individuals, according to the statement. We all must come together, elected officials, community leaders, all of us, to stop the cycle of violence, said Brown. But this is only the first step. Real change will come from the hard work to achieve racial justice. And it starts with all of us listening to each other, and working together. The U.S. Attorney and the FBI will also be committing additional resources for the investigation of criminal activity, the statement said. Protests on Sunday night in Portland saw people demonstrating outside a public safety building, leading to police declaring the gathering an unlawful assembly. Several people were detained after police said protesters were seen throwing projectiles. Some of the protesters were heard earlier chanting "No cops, no prisons, total abolition," according to a tweet from a reporter with Portland's Coin. It follows a chaotic 24 hours in Portland that began on Saturday evening when a caravan of about 600 vehicles packed with Trump supporters drove through the liberal city and was met with counter-protesters, leading to skirmishes between the groups. About 15 minutes after the caravan left the city, a supporter of the right-wing group Patriot Prayer was fatally shot. Patriot Prayer founder Joey Gibson identified the victim as Aaron J. Danielson, who allegedly also went by the name J. Bishop, according to the group's Facebook page. Gibson called the victim a good friend, but provided no additional details. The Associated Press contributed to this report. Thank you for watching with Peter Reporter Min News. Subscribe to my channel for new updates.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.